Hi everybody, it's Bonkai922 here. Um, just dropping this. I saw Spider-Man today. Pretty good movie. Pretty good. Uh, the ending kind of got me confused. But anyway, moving right along. Moving right along. Um, Kenichi chapter. Yeah, Kenichi chapter. I was surprised. Came out today. Um, XL World review will be coming soon. I'm very hesitant to watch that. For good reason, because, oh man, that guy knew me. Fucking dick! He's a dick! Scumbag! But that's, I'll be saying what I have to say in my World review on him later on. But now it's time to get into Kenichi. Chapter 483. This one was basically a continuation from the Aquarium. Interesting revelation in this chapter about Miu. So, let's get into it. Okay, so we got the beginning, decisive battle at the Aquarium, 483. Miu versus Rimi once again. Basically she's saying that, he would meet Showdown and Kenichi, but he didn't tell anything about this girl, me about this girl. What are you two? Ryotu-sama. And they start fighting, and it gets kind of fierce, and she says, and at one point, she does this move, Rimi, Atlantis. It's an ancient martial arts style that she got developed from Ogata Ishinsa. And it emphasizes on speed and further develops it, and that's what she's basically saying. It was a special training that she went through. And she says, eat this, and she does Happo Kitsuki Rikayaku. Sorry. All sides woodpecker ripping kick. Pretty interesting move that she pulled off there. And then we've got Kenichi and Ryotu, a.k.a. Odin. They're at the aquarium talking. And, Odin's likely saying, Ryotu's saying, oh, we should be the only ones here, but are you sure there wasn't any of your friends? And he says, don't be rude. If I said that I would come alone, then I would come alone. And he's like saying, anyway, should we check it out? Yeah, it bugs me. And it says, it sounds like the voice of a girl. And Ryotu's joking around. He says, oh, maybe it's the ghost of some clerk who died here. And she's like, stop saying those things. And he's reminiscing of the time when they broke into school. Because they were kids, so they're friends, When they broke into school and they sneaked into school during the night, and as it was just the two of us, and the security guard caught us, he was really angry. And then he's going on further saying, you never told him I was the one who brought you there. And he says, I didn't get a chance to do that. And he's moving right along. We go back to Rimu and Miyu's fight. And this is the part I wanted to overemphasize about Miu. Now, the Taidat arc. When Miu got captured and she was brainwashed by Junazard. That comes back in this chapter. Kind of. So basically we have Miu fighting Rimi, and she's saying impossible to kick back my techniques, all of Rimi's kicks. She kicked back my technique of her kicks. And you get this look on Miyu's face that's like she's out for blood. And then, she pushes her back and she says, what, Rimi? And then just this look on her face. Miu is like, holy shit. One eye is like glaring. Like really glaring. And she's like looking really at Rimi to a point where she's out for blood. And she's saying, oh, she's different from the last time. And then Miu holds on to her eye, and that's what happens. And then she stops, and she says, "Oh, what just happened?" Like Like I would know, you idiot, Rimi says. And then it's like, but Rimi trained since I fight too. And then they're continuing to fight. Their fight goes into a huge room with a pool in it. So I'm guessing there's like a whale or a shark in the pool. I'm like, in that aquarium area. So they go in there, and then she's like saying, I will fight with everything I have. And then I love it. The author of Kenichi draws Miu like this with her googly eyes. She's like, ooh! She's like, if you can show you this picture, it's like, ooh! She's like big puppy dog eyes, and she's like, oh, those are the gold shoes. Rimi's a little, and she's like, say, Rimi's a little different from the last time she took off her shoes. Moving right along, she takes them off, and then here comes Willy, like Free Willy. A killer whale out of nowhere comes out and like jumps like right near her, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? And it's like ah! And it says the gold shoes. That's what Miu says, and as Rimi's like an opening, and then we go further, and she's jumping off, and it's called acceleration. Phantom Knight Swallow. So that's the name of the technique she just did. And they go doing punching and hitting, kicking, and all these actions happening at once. And then Miu puts this one attack on Rimi, and she says, that was dangerous. I put in too much power. Now, before I continue on this review on what else happened in this chapter, I need to mention something. It's obvious now that there's still remnants. I don't know if it's remnants of his brainwashing, but obviously Junizard has further developed Miu to a point. So Junizard's training that he did when she was brainwashed, it sit with her, and now she's a more developed fighter to a point. So things are getting really interesting with Miu here. And then they're going to continue talking with Kenichi and Ryumu, Odin, aka Odin. And Kenichi's like saying, oh, someone is fighting. It seems like an aquarium, however they develop. And then Odin, Ryumu, he's like ignoring him, saying, about the aquarium that they develop biological weapons in here. And they fuse the genes of a human together with a shark, too. I told you to stop. You should know that I'm not good with those things. And then out of the blue, she's riding a shark in the pool, in the aquarium. I'm like, come on, man. What's going on here? And then it is here. And then you see the shark and Rimi on top of it. And then she's like, and they say, Atlantis. Damn, they find me out. The incredibly fast girl. And then Kenichi's like, didn't you come here alone, Ritu? More importantly, why is she in the water tank? Look, Kenichi. And then you see Miu. Oh my god. Miu is struggling with an octopus, and she's saying a little more. And the octopus has got his tentacles around her boobs and shit. I'm like, come on. Really? We're going that route in this arc, in this chapter? But anyway, that's what happens. So eventually what happens is they get him out of the tank. And then Ryoto's saying, oh, we have to help them. Why? And then Kenichi's like, why is Misu-san here? And she's like saying, it is useless. It is a stubborn octopus. It won't let the gold shoes go. And obviously she's getting out of it. And then we see Rimi, and she's saying that, and this is another point I wanted to make about this chapter, that she was saying that Miu held back, yet she still suffered a strong hit. And she's referring to like, what happened to her since the last time we fought. She exceeds Rimi even in speed. And she's saying that that key pressure that Miu was bringing out is saying that it could be that this is in and that this is, and she's saying in general martial arts there are two different types of ki. There's the sei ki, which is calm, who calm their emotion and fight with while condensing their ki, and then there's do. So do is not a good thing a good key to use, because if you figure Street Fighter, the Dark Hado. See the reference I'm making here. So obviously, Miu has transformed violently. So it's dangerous now. It seems like she might go down the path of the Sage Fist to a degree. And it seems like, like I said, Do types are the ones that unleash their emotion and fight while letting their ki explode. I'm sure that was the key of the Do. And then we see, her there, and she says made a mistake in the use of his ki and then suffered the aftereffects. Kensei-sama told Rimi to be careful, but the difference is too great. She's talking about it to herself about it, and we see Miu, and she's, Miu-san, I'm not her. Long time no see. And Miu's like saying, I'm sorry I had to come here. It is not like I didn't trust you, Ryoto-san, but when I knew that Ryu would follow you, she had no choice. I understand. I believe in you. Atlantis is persistent after all. So then Miu decides to help him, and then Rimi shows up out of the blue and saying, and then she's like saying he never makes Rimi push him. Kenichi, I'm sorry that we couldn't talk about anything, but a lot of things, and then Ryoto's telling him that he couldn't talk. A lot of unexpected things have happened one after another today, so let's take it another time. Moving right along. He's saying, let's go back, Atlantis. Would you push me? Yes, Rimi will push you. Here we go. And then, obviously, he's telling Kenichi saying, oh, we better get home as well, or you'll get a cold. And then Rimi says, Furinji Miu. And on the side it says, there were no developments in the secret meeting between Kenichi and Ryuto. The only thing that is left is Rimi's anger towards Miu. What will be the next move from Yomi's side? And that's where the chapter ends. Now, rating. I'm giving this a 4 out of 5. Yeah, this is interesting now. No, this is really interesting. I didn't know. Well, I did know after that arc that Miu got stronger to a point that she obviously was much different than when she was before she got brainwashed. And now it's clear that she's got this Do inside of her. She's using Do ki to a point. So this is an interesting development, to say the least. Where this goes from here, we don't know. I hope it's not like one of those things where she tries to get recruited by Yomi. I wouldn't like to see that. That would be like So that's all really that has been developed from this chapter. Like I said, 4 out of 5, pretty damn good with Miu and Rimi and that whole thing. We'll see where we develop from here. Should get pretty interesting. Down the road. Thoughts? Like I said, it should get very interesting. I'm wondering, like I said, if I don't think Miu will defect. Like, the Do key she uses might overpower her. That would be interesting if that happened again, but I don't think it's going to happen again. It might, but I doubt it. I doubt it's going to go in that route. But, yeah, that's all I got for you guys. What did you guys think about this Kenichi chapter? Comments below. But yeah, I mean, the whole thing with the octopus and the, oh god, she wanted the gold shoes. I'm like, what the, Jesus. But anyway, interesting chapter. But, you know, Ryo-to-sama and Kenichi obviously didn't talk. That's probably going to be later on. They'll talk the next time to discuss a few things. That's all I got for you guys. Like I said, Miu, obviously, she's more powerful now. And I don't want to bring in the assumption that she might go like she did when she was under the control of Jonazard's brainwashing. But you never know. You never know. So that's probably my question of the day for you guys. Do you think Miu might, you know, the Do Ki might take over her, and she might use it more often, and then she might go out of control and, like, for some odd reason join? I don't feel like I said, I don't think 100% that might happen, but it's to a point where you say, oh, it's suggested. Because that's why I believed in this chapter when it was there. It was suggesting it. But, yeah, that's all I got for you guys. Before I end this video, not to get off topic, just before I end it, I want to mention one thing. Tuesday, I'm going to look at those comments for the verses. Tuesday. And then, I'll make my final decision that Tuesday. And Wednesday, I will do a video of the results and tell you which ones I'm doing. Okay? So this has been Bonkai 922, people. I will see you guys.